Right, where do I start? So it's actually just started raining as I press record, so I may have to cut this short and do some of this as a voiceover maybe, or some from inside. But recently, two vehicles I seem to have picked up again. Still got the Mini, still got the A3, still got the S3, but I had one of these cars about 5 years ago during the start of lockdown, and I really liked it, sold it, kind of regretted it, waited for another one. See it there. So one recently, but I say recently, I bought it last year, end of last year, but I haven't got around to do anything with it. Come for sale. So on eBay, I bid, won it, had to go and collect it, drove home, done a few odd jobs to it. Nothing major. I'll probably run through the jobs I've done with it shortly with you. And then the other day I was on the internet, Facebook Marketplace, and something popped up that I've wanted for many years. I've got an A3 8L, but I've always wanted an S3 8L, and it's in Goodwood Racing Green, which is my favourite colour of the S3s, and it was cheap because it's had an incident or two, so I got that as well. So I'll take you through the cars and plans and things that are wrong with them. So welcome to my 2002 Toyota Celica. It's not classed as a T-Sport because it's pre-facelift, but it is the 190 brake, so the Yamaha derived Revy engine with lift, which works fully, which works good. But as you can probably see from the video, it is very low, probably a bit too low for my liking. So one of the first things I need to do, it's got leaky front shocks anyway, because the coilovers are wound right down, is replace them, because it's a bit bouncy and probably a bit old for it to be that bouncy and that low. So that's one of the first things I got to change. And it needs two rear tyres. So hopefully, once I do that, this thing will have a full MOT on it. So it's doing MOT tomorrow. I'm taking it in to get a revised MOT. It has got a full stainless exhaust, but it's not actually that noisy. I wanted a bit more noise out of it, so my plan is to get the exhaust done, probably cut out the midsection silencers. It's already got an aftermarket back box, although it's not quite lined up properly. So I'm going to take it up in the end and have a look at that. It did have some really bad camber on the back when I bought it, so I've managed to fix the camber just by freeing up the seized camber bolts. It now sits a lot better than it did, because that's what destroyed the inside of the tyres. The outside of the tyres, inside tyres gone. Bodywork wise isn't too bad. It suffered from a bit of sun blister in some areas. Fuel cap door is bottom hinge is broken, so it sticks out slightly. But the spoiler doesn't look too bad now it's raining, but it's actually quite tatty in places. So the plan is to do that eventually. And you can see by here it's been sun blistered a bit. I tried polishing it slightly, but didn't really make much difference. And I've left the window open now it's raining, so I have to do that in a sec. But it did have a blue surround around the binnacle, which I didn't like, so I've now put that original one back on. I'm looking to get an aftermarket head unit anyway, so I'll change that and change that over. Also, that has been sprayed black, the light cover, which I don't like, so that'll be changed as well. But other than that, she's fairly original. Handbrake needs adjustment as well, because it's to the moon. Even the sunshine roof works as well. So let's show you the magic part of this engine, I suppose. Welcome to the underside. I have given it a bit of a clean. It does need some rust protection down there, just little areas. But overall, strut towers are fantastic. Really good condition. You see the adjustable top mounts as well, which are good. Someone has kind of sprayed this stuff on it, which I will get rid of. Put it back to factory fresh. And it could do with a nice intake to make that sound come alive a bit. But other than that, it's not too bad. And I think on my last one, I did delete the secondary air intake. It sounds awful when it starts up. Other than that, she's fairly original and fairly clean. I have changed the battery as well. That's the battery out of my Celica. Not my Celica. That's the battery out of my Type R, RAP Type R. K20's on my drive still. So I'm undecided what to put a K20 in yet, mine, but... So as you can tell from that sound clip, it is actually still quite quiet. It's not a noisy exhaust on it at all. So I would like a bit more occasion, I suppose, in there. My last one was probably on the side of too loud, but this is on the side of too quiet for me, I think, really. We've also got some nice new discs and pads to go on it. I'd love to try and get a track day this year if I get a chance, but time's running a bit quick for me. But my plan is, I think, to use this on this year's road trip. I think that's the plan. Fuel-wise, it's terrible, but I think that's the plan with it. So as I mentioned, this brings me on to my S3. It's a car I've wanted for many years. Really like the Mark 1 S3, but I couldn't justify spending the money on them when they've gone up in value, considering it's a TT underneath, really, and you can pick them up for 10 a penny. So this one come up fairly locally, about an hour away, which had been involved in a Prang. So it is a cat car, unfortunately, but never really bothered me because the damage is so minor. So as you can see, it's had a Prang on the front. This is the original bumper, so Joel says he can get that out for me, the Mark, and make it all look good. This is a different green bumper off a A3 and a different green wing off an A3, hence that's why it's been kind of peeled back to make it fit apparently. So I need to source a genuine S3 wing. The bonnets are the same, so I can keep that bonnet, but other than that it's generally quite a bit tatty on the bodywork. As you can see, it's got this Prang by here as well, so I'm going to give it to Joel to try and work out for me, because that's one area I'm not good at, is bodywork. Back bumper's got some scuff marks on it, but I've really wanted one of these for a long time. So my plan is, when the garage is finished, because as you can see it's underway at the moment, this will be going in and getting repaired. So the other thing is, along with the Prang, it has apparently got a blown turbo. It doesn't seem to have that much play in the turbo to make it smoke like it does. It smokes like an absolute trooper, which I'll show you shortly, but it has got a big forge intake pipe, which is nice. It's got a de-silenced intake pipe as well, which is nice, which is something that'll, I don't know if I want to put it back to standard. I've got spare standard ones in the garage, and it'd be nice to have a front mount on this rather than the two side mounts on it. It's very leaky and oily, so the plan would be to pull this whole thing out and go through it, because the other thing I noticed, this could be a reason why it's smoky, it's got an awful, if I can put that in there, awful lot of oil in there, way more than it should have. So that certainly could be a good reason why it smokes. My plan would be to go through it and do it properly, because they've taken the connectors out of there, which is a known mod I've done on mine, but yeah, it's not been done to the best standard, which I'd like to redo, really. Might not actually like starting because the intake pipe is not connected. As I said that, it's not even smoking. Right, here we go. That's not condensation, that's blue smoke, because it smells. Don't know what else coming through on video. And it stinks like oil as well. Turn that off before it does any more damage. So as you can see, that's two projects I currently got on the go. Mike's recently picked up two projects as well, which he'll be doing a video about imminently. It might even be out before mine. But I've got the Celica, I've got the S3. More of a short-term one, not many things to do. Much more of a long-term project. But hopefully that'll be in my garage and you can see tear down, rebuild, and really go through that properly. Stay tuned for any updates you want to see on these cars, or any suggestions, things like that. I'm going to do the lift bolts on that, because that's quite a common thing to do on them cars.